English Rise Podcast.
Easy listening and speaking practice. Welcome to the English Rise Podcast. Easy English listening and speaking practice to help you build fluency and confidence. I'm your host, Emma. Today's topic is based on a real experience from a very successful person. We'll explore the story behind it and the important lessons we can learn from it together. Today, we're talking about Mark Zuckerberg and the future he is trying to build with technology, AI, and the Metaverse. Hello, and welcome. I will speak slowly and clearly. I will explain new words, and I will ask you short questions. You can pause the episode and answer them out loud. Ready? Let's begin. First, a short story. Who is Mark Zuckerberg? When he was a student at Harvard University, he made a small website to connect students. A few years later, that website became Facebook. He was the founder of the company. Over time, many people around the world used the app. Facebook grew from a small project to a large company. Today, Mark leads a company called Meta. He is one of the most influential people in technology. That means his decisions can affect billions of people. Think for a moment. Why do you think one person's decisions can be so powerful? Say your answer out loud if you want. Now, the big change. From Facebook to Meta. In 2021, Mark changed the name of his company from Facebook to Meta. Why did he do this? He wanted the company to focus on the next version of the internet. Not only one app, but many ways people can connect. This change of name is a rebrand. A rebrand means a company changes its name or image to show a new direction. Mark's long-term vision, his plan for the future, is the Metaverse. He wants Meta to build the next big platform, a new place where people can meet and do things online. Other companies, like TikTok, Apple and Google, also want the next big platform. So Meta is trying to be ready for the future. What is the Metaverse? Good question. The Metaverse is a virtual world where you can work, play, and meet people using the internet, VR headsets, or smart glasses. Imagine you put on a VR headset and you are inside a room with your friends. You have an avatar, that is your digital body, in the virtual world. You can sit in a virtual office, have a meeting, or watch a concert together. Today's internet is on screens, phones, tablets, and laptops. Zuckerberg's idea is different. He wants people to feel like they are inside the internet. So instead of looking at a video, you are in the video. Would you like to spend a lot of time in a virtual world? Why or not? Say one sentence. I would not like to live in the Metaverse. Because. Let's talk about AI, artificial intelligence, and how it fits into this plan. AI is a kind of computer program that can learn, make suggestions, and answer questions. Right now, Meta uses AI to show you posts, videos, and ads it thinks you will like. In the future, AI could be your personal digital helper inside the Metaverse. Imagine an AI that helps you at work, translates language in real time, or gives directions in a virtual city. AI can also create virtual characters, worlds, or objects. This sounds exciting, right? But AI can also be controlling. If AI always tries to keep your attention, you may spend too much time online. So, AI brings helpful tools and also risks. What is one helpful idea for AI that you like? What is one risk that worries you? Say both quickly. Now, the business side. A simple explanation of how Meta could make money from this future. Right now, Meta makes most of its money from advertising. That means companies pay Meta to show ads to users. When people spend more time online, companies can show more ads. In the Metaverse, ads could appear on virtual billboards in a VR city. Companies could sell virtual clothes for avatars. Meta might sell paid AI tools for work. These are new ways to earn profit. We use simple words: ads, data, privacy, attention, profit. A small life lesson here. When a service is free, often your data and your attention are the product. So think, when you use a free app, what do you give to the company? Let's look at the advantages of Zuckerberg's vision. On one hand, the Metaverse can make remote work feel more natural. You can meet people from other countries and feel like you are together. It can create new ways to learn languages, practice skills, and enjoy entertainment. People with mobility problems could visit places they cannot go to in real life. These are real benefits. On the other hand, there are big concerns. Less face-to-face contact can change our relationships. We can become more dependent on screens and on one company that controls a big part of our digital life. There are privacy worries. Who sees your data? How is your life tracked in virtual spaces? There are questions about addiction, fairness, and control. I want you to imagine with me one day in your life 10 years from now, if Zuckerberg's future comes true. Imagine you wake up, you put on smart glasses, you join a virtual office with colleagues in 3 countries. You eat breakfast and then attend a virtual language class. In the afternoon, you try on a virtual jacket for your avatar before buying it. In the evening, you watch a live concert with friends, all in VR. Now, pause. How much time did you spend in real life and how much in the virtual world? How did you feel? Say one sentence. In 2036, I work. This little exercise helps your English and your thinking about choices. Let's slow down and learn new vocabulary. I will say each word, a short definition, and an example sentence. 1. Founder, the person who starts a company. Example, Mark Zuckerberg is the founder of Facebook. 2. Company, an organization that makes products or offers services. Example, Meta is a company that builds social apps and virtual worlds. 3. Avatar, your digital body inside a virtual world. Example, my avatar wears a blue shirt. 4. Artificial intelligence, AI, computer programs that can learn and make decisions. Example, AI can suggest videos I like. 5. Privacy, the right to keep personal information to yourself. Example, I worry about my privacy online. 6. Rebrand, when a company changes its name or image. Example, Facebook changed its name to Meta as a rebrand. Say each word out loud with me. Ready? Founder, company, avatar. Now a short grammar and speaking tip. We used simple past and time phrases when we told Mark's story, when he was a student, a few years later. Practice. Say 2 sentences about yourself using the simple past. For example, when I was a student, I learned English in a park. Then try a future sentence about the Metaverse. In 10 years, I will practice English in a virtual class. Use on one hand, on the other hand, to compare ideas. Example, on one hand, virtual meetings save time. On the other hand, I miss face-to-face contact. Try one short sentence now. On one hand. Good. Keep practicing. I want to give you 2 small stories, short examples that show both sides. Story 1. A teacher uses the Metaverse to run a language class. Students from 5 countries join. They practice speaking in a virtual cafe. The teacher uses AI to give instant feedback. The students feel confident and have fun. Story 2. A person uses the Metaverse for hours every day. They stop going to real events. They feel lonely. Their data appears in many ads. They worry about privacy. Both stories can happen. The choices we make and the rules governments make will matter a lot. We all have a role in shaping the future. We all have a role. Now, a few quick questions for reflection. You can pause the podcast and answer. 1. Would you like to have a job in the Metaverse? Why or why not? 2. What is one rule you would make about privacy in virtual worlds? 3. How can AI help you learn English? Try to answer each question in 1 or 2 sentences. If you want English practice, speak slowly and clearly and listen to your own voice. This is a safe way to improve. Some practical tips if you use social apps or VR today. Tip 1. Check your privacy settings regularly. Tip 2. Limit your daily screen time. Tip 3. Try to keep real-life relationships active. Meet friends for coffee sometimes. Tip 4. If you use AI tools, ask, who controls my data? Tip 5. Practice language with both human friends and AI tools. Both can help. These small habits protect your privacy and your mental health, and they help you use new technology in a good way. Before we close, a short summary of main points. Who is Mark Zuckerberg? He is the founder of Facebook, now Meta. Why did he change the name? To focus on the Metaverse, the next big platform. What is the Metaverse? A virtual world for work, play, and social life. How does AI fit? AI can be a helper, translator, and creator in these worlds. How does Meta make money? Mostly from ads and possibly from virtual goods and paid tools. And the big question, is this the future we want? There are advantages and disadvantages. Your choices matter. Language takeaways. Short list again. Founder, person who starts a company. Virtual world, a place online where you feel present. Avatar, your digital body. Artificial intelligence, smart computer programs. Privacy, control of personal information. Future vision, a plan for the future. Try this practice. Make one sentence using 2 words from the list. For example, my avatar helps with language practice, but I worry about privacy. Say it aloud now. Well done. A quick personal note from me. I think technology can help people learn and connect. I also think we should be careful. We should ask questions and make rules that protect people. We should choose balance, real life and virtual life. Remember, even very successful people like Mark Zuckerberg do not control everything. Governments, communities, and all of us will shape the future together. Your voice matters. Your daily choices matter. Finally, one more practice activity before we go. Choose one of these and speak for 1 minute. A. Describe a day in the Metaverse using simple past and future tenses. B. Explain one advantage and one disadvantage of AI in simple sentences. C. Make a rule about privacy in the Metaverse and explain why it is important. Start your minute now. Great work! Practicing speaking is the best way to improve. Thank you for listening today. Remember, learning English takes time, and that's okay. Every small step you take is helping you improve. If you enjoyed this podcast, come back again and keep practicing with us. We'll keep learning together. English Rise Podcast. Easy listening, better speaking, rise higher. See you in the next episode. Thank you for listening today. Goodbye and keep practicing. You did well today.